You're watching the Business Channel, creating business class programs.
FSI is a software technologies company serving the FM industry internationally. And here with me is the MD, John Moriarty, who is also the current chairman of the FMA. Hello to you.
Good morning.
Now, can you tell me, and for people who don't know, what does FSI do?
FSI are a technology company working predominantly in the facilities management space and real estate. It's a software technology that moves and controls people, performance and process, and will dictate profit and profitability of a company. It will be managing people and assets and the way buildings behave, and typically be moving data and collating data to allow other people to analyse. We are part of a holdings company of FSI, from the connected technologies companies of FSI UK, FSI APAC and FSI Middle East, to cloud companies.
Now, what typically sits within an FM package, and is that changing?
FM typically has been either bundled or a single service. If it's a bundled service, it's been mechanical, electrical services, maintenance, cleaning, catering, security. Has it changed? I don't think so. I think it's morphed from very much single service to a more competitive bundled service, and that will continue to change over time.
Now, how much value do you think FM can add in terms of improving performance and productivity?
It's pivotal to the way people behave. It's pivotal to how the building behaves. And in terms of its impact on a building, it probably impacts the 3 Ps: people, process and performance, in various ways. So it has a significant impact. How it's perceived by people within a building will dictate how much influence FM will have in the building.
Now, in terms of FSI, what kind of systems would your software be running?
Our software typically is for the management of people and activities within a building. It manages the 3 Ps, as I've alluded: people, performance and process, and very much dictates the behaviour of how an asset within a building is managed from its opening of life as an asset to its disposal when it's finished and completed its life. So it has a significant influence and can influence profitability, accepting that it's a more complex technology solution.
Now, do you think that FM can be operated on one single intelligent system?
There's no one single system that forms the technology platform for a building. A building typically could be a building management system, could be a security system, could be an access control system, or a technology system as in software such as FSI. To get the best performance out of the building and the people, converged technologies will be the way forward, where they use the data and the capabilities of all converged technologies to maximise the performance and the ability and the capability of the buildings it serves.
And how much do you think that FM can reduce fuel bills and also reduce the carbon that buildings emit?
From procurement of materials and procurement of contracts to the conclusion of that contract and the conclusion of the material, FM has a place. It can dictate the carbon footprint at the consumption phase and at the operational phase. And indeed, FM will be pivotal in the way the carbon footprint can be reduced in a building from the procurement activity to its natural conclusion.
How do you think FM can manage risks in the workplace?
FM manages risk from the way people behave to the way buildings and business behaves. If you take for instance of an investment bank, FM manages the risk of business continuity, where it's pivotal for the bank or investment house to be online 24 hours a day, and an FM service as such would manage the risk of that and provide business continuity. It would also manage the health and welfare of an individual and of its workplace, so it has a significant factor in terms of risk management.
Now, how do you think that relationships with FM suppliers work best, and how do you think that their performance should be best monitored?
Single source FM suppliers will have either a 1 or a 3-year contract. They will be either working towards the end client or be working to the FM provider. Such suppliers need to work in a collaborative way, either with the FM provider or the end client, with the contract being output based, so what's good for the end user, the customer, rather than what's good for the company and what's good for the client. And indeed, the KPIs should reflect a more collaborative approach where not necessarily being linked to the commercial reality of the contract, but the customer reality of the contract. And that will provide the best form of service to its customers.
And what's your biggest challenge, do you think, at the moment in the FM arena?
Cost containment and the moving of technology. Technology is moving so quickly. In the last 3 years, we've seen a huge sway towards mobility. The connected FM, the connected facilities manager, is more prevalent. People are more mobile, and the biggest challenge we face is keeping in tune with that as a technology provider and being sure that we provide a service. In terms of the data that connected technologies now collect, there has seen a move of 59% annually in growth of data. Trying to analyse that and business analyse that for maximum benefits will be the biggest challenge.
Well, John Moriarty from FSI and the FMA, thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.